So, I'm going to start us off and tell you honestly that these past few months have been some of the hardest months of my life. And um, I've just been really struggling with my mental health lately. And a lot of it comes from a really big transition in my life. I went from being a full-time college student to working full-time as a nurse in the middle of a pandemic and night shift. So it's just been a really big transition for me, and the past few months I feel like I took it really hard. And I started getting like really anxious before going into work. I am not an emotional person, and I would start crying like every time I would go into work just because I would get so anxious. And then on my days off, I would just sleep and sleep and sleep. And I wouldn't be awake during the day. I'd be awake during the lonely hours of the night. And it just got to a point where I was just like really sad and really lonely and not motivated and just kind of apathetic towards life. Like I didn't really care how I spent my time. I wasn't doing any of the normal things. I pushed everyone in my life out. I didn't care about seeing my friends or doing anything. And I just like started feeling things that I've never felt before in my life. And it was hard, but I feel like one of the things that really convicted me was a conversation I had with my sister. And she got home from college, and I was kind of telling her how I had been feeling lately, and she validated everything that I felt. And but she also kind of convicted me and said, like, Haley, the way you're living is not really living. Like, you're wasting your life away by sleeping all the time and like not choosing things that are good for you and gonna bring you joy. And after that, I just kind of thought about what I had been going through, my relationship with God, my relationship with my friends, and just like the choices I had been making. And I realized that God promises we will face trouble in this world, but He brings hope and peace that we can't even imagine. And so we need to cling to Him in the middle of that and choose every day to follow Him and to seek Him amidst the pain and suffering that we go through. So I just wanted to share with you guys some scripture that have kind of brought me out of kind of that dark hole that I was in. I still come across those thoughts daily, but it's a decision that I have to make every day. The first one I wanted to share with you was John 16, verse 33. Jesus says, I've told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. I love this because Jesus is just being like really real and saying like, you will face really hard things, but know that I have peace greater than all of these things. The other one that I really liked was Hebrews 12, which I lost my marker, but I know where it is. Anyways, Hebrews 12. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders us and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinners, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. This just kind of grounded me and made me realize that the suffering that Jesus went through to bring us this hope and this peace, and that he has finished it and he's overcome the world. So yeah, I hope you guys felt somewhat encouraged and through this, and know that whatever you're going through, you aren't alone in this. We need people and we need the Lord. We will face trials in our life, but it's not forever, and we just need to seek the Lord in everything that we do. So, yeah, if you want to talk to me or any of your leaders about any of this, we would be happy to talk to you. We miss you guys, and stay tuned because next week you're going to hear from someone else. All right. Bye-bye.